How does probative value determine evidence admissibility? Imagine you're in a courtroom trying to figure out if a piece of evidence should be allowed. It's like a puzzle piece. Does it fit and help complete the picture? That's where probative value comes into play. It's a way judges decide how useful evidence really is to proving or disproving a fact that matters in the case. First, evidence must be relevant to even be considered. Relevance means it has some logical connection to the case. But relevance alone isn't enough. The key question is, how strongly does this evidence tend to show the truth about that fact? That's what probative value measures. It's about the strength or usefulness of the evidence in helping to establish what really happened. When a judge looks at evidence, they ask if it has high probative value. If it does, it's more likely to be allowed into court because it can make a real difference in the case. For example, if someone's alibi depends on a specific timestamp, evidence that confirms that timestamp has high probative value. But if the evidence is just a minor detail that doesn't really change the story, it might be ignored. However, even relevant evidence with high probative value can be excluded. This is because evidence can sometimes unfairly sway the jury or cause confusion. For instance, evidence that might make the defendant look bad without directly proving anything related to the case could be excluded to prevent unfair prejudice. Judges have to balance the probative value against potential harm or distraction. Judges act as gatekeepers. They evaluate whether the evidence's probative value justifies its admission. They consider if the evidence directly supports a key fact, if it might unfairly influence the jury, or if it's just repetitive. They also check if the evidence is genuine and trustworthy, which supports its usefulness. In the end, the goal is to ensure that only evidence that can genuinely help find the truth is allowed. Probative value is what guides that decision. It measures how well the evidence can influence the outcome of the case, while also making sure the trial stays fair and focused on facts. So, in simple terms, the stronger the evidence's ability to prove something important, the more likely it is to be admitted into court.